two hosting giants. One showdown, which one really delivers? On the left, SiteGround, modern, fast, and business-ready hosting, and on the right, A2 hosting, affordable, classic, and developer-friendly. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might not be what you expect. Okay, here's how we're gonna do this. We're comparing these guys across price, performance and speed, security, ease of use, support and reliability, data centers and locations, and developer features. So yeah, pretty much everything you'd want to know before signing up. Let's dive right into price. Alright, starting off with price. So SiteGround, honestly, their prices are super transparent, especially on those premium plans. But not gonna lie, the entry-level plan is a touch pricier at $2.99 a month. It's like good value if you need the extra features, but you're definitely paying a bit more upfront. Then you've got A2 hosting, and wow, their intro price grabs attention, just $1.99 a month. Plus they run deals like it's Black Friday every week. The only catch, when you hit that dreaded renewal, prices shoot up pretty steeply. Still, for raw affordability, A2 hosting is the more tempting pick. Between both, A2 hosting wins on price. Alright, performance and speed, this is a fun one. SiteGround is kind of a beast here. Their average response time is super snappy, like 217 milliseconds. That's honestly faster than some people type. They run Google Cloud CDN and their uptime sits at 99.99% all year. I mean, who doesn't love a perfectly reliable website, right? The only hitch is if you're splurging on VPS, they're not always the fastest. Now A2 hosting, their turbo plans, super speedy, especially with Lightspeed tech. But if you're on the basic standard plan, response time drops to 597 ms, which is just okay, not amazing. They're still solid on uptime, but every now and then folks report minor blips or outages. So if performance really counts for you, SiteGround's got the edge here. Next up, security. SiteGround does daily backups, which is really comforting, and their base protections are pretty robust. Only downside, if you want the full armored suite, some tools cost a little extra. Now A2 hosting, they go all in on free advanced tools, even malware scanning is included, which is honestly awesome for peace of mind. The only slight catch, a few features need manual setup, so not totally plug and play. But as a full package, A2 hosting comes out ahead for security. Oh, and here's something cool you might not know. SiteGround actually powers its hosting on Google Cloud, so if you're a tech geek, your site running on the same infrastructure that keeps the internet blazing fast around the world. Wild right. Ease of use, oh, this one's close to my heart because nobody wants a hosting panel that makes you want to throw your computer out the window. SiteGround's custom site tools panel is actually really sleek. It's intuitive, the UI is polished, and their onboarding makes you feel instantly at home. The only thing some folks mention is, if you're coming from old-school cPanel, it's a bit of an adjustment. Over to A2 hosting, it's cPanel all the way, so pros love the familiarity. But let's be honest, the interface is starting to feel a bit like Windows XP lately. Totally clear for folks stuck in their ways, not super modern. This round, SiteGround wins for ease of use. Time to talk support and reliability. Both SiteGround and A2 hosting give you the full 24/7 help, live chat, phone, tickets, the works. SiteGround has a bustling help site and community, but lately some users say the support speed can be hit or miss. A2 hosting's Guru crew is surprisingly sharp with technical issues, which is great if you run into something hairy. Sometimes, though, for bigger problems, you might be left hanging a little longer. So all things considered, it's a tie here, they both bring plenty to the table. Data centers and locations, alright, this is actually cooler than most people realize. SiteGround rides on Google Cloud, and get this, their data centers span the US, Europe, Asia, the UK, Germany, Australia, so your site can literally be anywhere your audience is. The catch, you can't always pick super custom locations if you want something exotic. A2 hosting US, Europe, and Asia, so you get decent global spread, and they let you choose when you're setting up. Still, they're not quite as widespread as SiteGround, especially if you want more options, so SiteGround gets the win for international reach. Let's get into developer features. SiteGround's got the basics down, easy staging and auto updates, perfect if you want things simple, but if you want to tinker deep into server configs, you'll feel a bit boxed in. Then there's A2 Hosting and Hue. They're all about giving the devs what they want. Full root access, tons of dev tools, custom setups as far as you want to go. The only warning is with that flexibility comes, well, some complexity, so some plans are better if you know your way around servers. For devs and power users, A2 Hosting definitely takes this round. Looking at the radar chart, you can see that SiteGround shines for performance, ease of use, global reach, and reliability. A2 Hosting, meanwhile, grabs points big time on price, security, and dev features. Both have their strengths laid out pretty clearly side by side. So, where does all that leave us? Honestly, if you want something business-ready with modern speed and global infrastructure, you can't go wrong with SiteGround. If you just want pure affordability, cPanel comfort, and developer flexibility, A2 Hosting's your best bet. The winner depends on what you actually need, but for speed and ease, SiteGround kinda edges ahead. Still torn? Why not try their trial plans? Seriously, it's risk-free so you can see for yourself. And hey, save this comparison for your next hosting decision. Good luck out there.